Warm Bardin blood steamed in the moonlight. Tan scrambled away from the dead quiet and sat heavily on the cold ground. His heart hammered in his chest. There was no getting used to this. And now of Vela. What had it done to him? He still felt it, like vibrations of thought or emotion, deep down. "All the way to the Cyclorum," Tan said, repeating the joke Vendange had made before this latest quiet attack. Now it just sounded exhausting, impossible. Vendange eased himself down to sit near Tan. "It's good you're handy with a bow." Mira crouched in front of them, keeping her feet under her, always ready. "Vela, that's new." She was looking at Vendange. He nodded. "But not surprising, and not the last we'll see of them." "There's a happy thought," Tan said without humor. "Seems like every damn day another storybook rhyme steps from the page. What was it doing to me?" Vendange eyed him, tapped his own chest. "You felt it in here." Tan nodded. "A renderer of the will can move things," he explained. "Push them. Sometimes you'll see what he does, sometimes you won't." He took a long breath. "Sometimes it's outside the body, and other times," Vendange tapped his chest again, "it's in here." "I don't feel the same," Tan said. "It's resonance." Vendange said it with obvious concern. "It'll linger like a played note, won't ever go away completely, but it'll stop feeling like it does today." Tan rubbed his chest. "I felt like I was remembering." But it hadn't completely come back. Mostly the feeling of the memory remained. He turned to Vendange. "What did it mean? There'll be no heroes this time?" Vendange took a storyteller's breath. "This plateau used to be part of the flatlands below." He gestured out over the bluff. "The Sedajin people here are known as the right arm of the promise, masters of the long blade. They've always kept the first promise, always marched against the quiet when they come." "What about this time?" Tan asked, looking at the dead Vela. Vendange didn't seem to hear him. "First time the quiet came, the regent of Recitive called a convocation of seats. Every nation and throne was asked to join an alliance to meet the threat, and most did. The Sedajin were the strongest part of that army, and the quiet were pushed back. Ages later, the quiet came again." Vendange shook his head and sighed. "But by then, convocation had become a political game. Kings committed only token regiments. So the regent Korahen adjourned convocation and sent word to Holiva, leader of the Sedajin, to march toward the Paul Mountains. He told him there was a second promise from this second convocation. He told him an alliance army would meet them there." Tan guessed the next part, disgust rising in his throat. "It was a lie." "It was a lie," Vendange echoed, nodding. 20,000 Sedajin soldiers cut a path through the quiet. They reached the Paul Mountains where Bourne armies were crossing into the Eastlands, but by then only 2,000 Sedajin were left. Still, they held the breach for 8 days. They waited for Korahen's reinforcements, but the army of the second promise never came, and every Sedajin bladesman perished. "But we won the war," Tan added, tentative. "When Delagio, Ranjur of the Shason, learned what Korahen had done, he sent Shason messengers into the courts of every city. They threatened death to any who wouldn't honor